What's up, action takers, the community of doers? I hope you're doing fine. Episode 26, week 26, 52 weeks, here we come. Now, I've been saying this thing of 52 weeks, here we come, 52 weeks, here we come. And finally, we are halfway there. We are halfway there. There is power in consistency. So this is a proof that what we are doing is not just a trial and error. The community that we're building is a community of men who are on a mission to being the best versions of themselves. We are building a community that is here to conquer their own lives. We are building a community of people who are not in the business of listening to the naysayers or anything. I just feel that in this moment, I have proven that the journey that we are taking, we mean what we say, and we are actually determined against all odds to make sure that we actually reach or realize what we have. I know you listen to, there are a lot of things, or you can have, we live in an information world, and there is a lot of information concerning this subject. But if you have that conviction within you that there is something that you can bring on the table, or there is an aspect, or you have a unique message that you want to bring to the world, that you know that is going to benefit people, but more importantly, that you know there is something that is doing to you, please never shy away from doing that. Never shy away from doing that. Because at this moment, the feeling that I have after 25 weeks, and then seeing that I'm halfway there, it gives me the momentum to understand that I'm going to get to that 52 weeks and even go now beyond, because after that we set another milestone. The cliche, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single steps. Life is all about the basics. Life is all about the basics. It's those monotonous, repetitive things that you know that if you just put them into action, that's all you need. Now, if you've not joined this community, I don't know what you're waiting for. Or for those people who are doubting and thinking that we were just doing it for 2 or 3 weeks and then we stop. No, we are halfway there. And we are getting into that and setting another milestone and keep moving. So if you've not joined this community through subscribing into all our socials, from Instagram to TikTok to Facebook to Twitter to YouTube, where we have the long format, and all other platforms where we have the short format, please do. And I bet your life will not be the same again. I guarantee you that your life will never be the same again, because I'm going to be your accountability partner and bring you all as much information as possible. And we're going to be having conversation back and forth. We're going to be having one-on-one seminars to just come and keep on building on that community. And I know that this is going to be transformative. So subscribe, share, like, and let's keep growing. Now, what I want us to talk about in this 26th week, just allow me to keep on repeating, because it feels nice to actually hit that milestone. So I want us to talk about something that you've heard so many times, but I want to give it a different perspective. Or there is an aspect of life that we say repetition is the mother of skill. So the more you repeat something, the more it becomes clearer to you. And that's why to achieve mastery, you have to practice something for not less than 5 years. Imagine repeating something is actually the mother of learning, and it's actually how you achieve mastery. So if you're not willing to undergo the boredom of repetition, then you will not get to the top. Because the people who get to the top are those who repeat and repeat and repeat. Now, enough of that. I just wanted to give a foundation to the fact that I want us to talk about passion. Something I know that even today probably you've heard it before you find yourself here. And I appreciate. So just bear with me and listen to it again. How do you discover your passion? And what is the importance of actually living your life in line with your passion? I will not over-explain. I'll just look at it from a different perspective and invite you to repeat again. Listen and interrogate yourself. Are you actually living within your passion? And how can you identify your passion? And we can talk about it again and again and again and again and again and again. Because if you can be able to overcome the boredom of repetition, there is nothing that you can't learn. There is nothing that you can't achieve. Because it is through the boredom of repetition where you find or you acquire mastery and become the top 1% or the top percent of any field in life. Now, this morning, I was listening to a guy named Alan Watts, and there is a very profound statement that he made, and I want to read it quote unquote because I don't want to leave anything out. And this is what he said, that we make an extremely rigid division between work and play. You are supposed to work so hard to earn enough money to have sufficient leisure time for something entirely called having fun or play. And this is the most ridiculous division thing, because everything that we do, however tough it is or however strenuous it is, can be turned into play. Now, if you want to reread that statement, please do, because it's not just a statement that you understand it from the word go. If you have understood well, good for you. So whatever that statement is that we work so hard for us to have sufficient time for rest and leisure and having fun, spending time with friends and family. But you fail to recognize that even your day job, either your 8 to 5 or your business that you're working on, you can actually turn it into that fun or into that play. And how does that happen? Is by making what you do on a daily basis, making your job to be in line with your passion. If you love what you do, you will never feel tired doing it, or you will never even look at it as work. Because if you're doing something that is in line with your passion, something that you're passionate about, I bet you like it. You like everything that has to do with it. Of course, there are obstacles, but you love what you're doing, so you're actually going to endure. So the fact that you are passionate about something and you make it your day-to-day job, then guess what? Every day is a play day for you. That's, in a nutshell, that's what that statement is trying to explain. Now, your passion makes you unique, because it's a long shot for you to find a couple of people having the same passion on the same. Of course we have, but within your environment, when you're passionate about something and you're going to look at it, you can actually position yourself to be unique on it. It's very easy. Why? Because you're working in an area where you're passionate about. So guess what? You can think outside the box. You can go an extra mile. You can do even more than you're paid for, because you love doing this. If we pay to do things that we love, imagine doing something that you love. Now, even going an extra mile and doing more than you're paid for, it's not going to be a problem, because if you pay to do something that you love, and here you're getting paid to do something that you love, what is going to make you not do more than you're being paid? It's just common sense. So if you feel you cannot sacrifice in your work, if you feel you cannot go an extra mile in your work, question if you are really passionate about what you're doing. Because if you're really passionate about what you're doing, you're going to give it your best, because you are enjoying it in the first place. You are enjoying doing that thing in the first place. Now, how do you find your passion? One, you can find your passion from the word go. You feel inside you, your instincts. You go through a self-discovery and realize that I'm really passionate about things. I really love this thing. That is one way that you can find your passion. The other way that you can actually find your passion is through doing something for an extended period of time, and then you get passionate on it. So there are two ways. So one, you can have the passion within you from the word go. The other thing, you can do something for a long period of time, understand it, repeat it so many times to a point where you develop a passion out of doing it for a period of time. So if you find yourself you're already in a career, don't doubt it. If you make a decision today that I'm going to be the best in this thing, guess what? It is possible to develop a passion in that what you're doing. If you really care about it, or you like the output, or you like the impact that you're making, and you make a decision to be the best that you can be in that, you can actually develop passion out of that experience. Now, importances of working in line with your passion. I won't over-explain because I know you've heard this so many times. One, enhance motivation and productivity. Of course, if you're passionate about it, you're going to be motivated to do it, you're going to be more productive. Two, increases resilience. Resilience. Being able to keep moving in the presence of a setback. If you love what you do, you can endure the setbacks. Three, creativity and innovation. If you're passionate about what you're doing, you're going to go an extra mile. You're going to think outside the box. And through that, you can actually be creative and you can innovate to bring advancement to what you're doing. Through passion, which allows you to think outside the box or think big, through acquiring knowledge and intensively or being intentional to really look at how you can expand what you're doing. And that can inspire creativity and innovation and bring advancement. The other thing is personal fulfillment. God is no say. If you want to feel fulfilled, when you're doing something that you love and care about, by accomplishing that, you're going to be personally, or you're going to have personal fulfillment in that aspect of professional. Of course, personal fulfillment is it's a compound thing. So in line to your profession, or in line on that specific aspect, by doing what you love, you can actually inspire personal fulfillment. Greater contribution and impact. Yeah, if you are willing to sacrifice because you're doing something that you love, if you're willing to go an extra mile, if you're willing to do more than you're paid for, you can actually create greater contribution and impact in that field. Alignment with personal growth. Again, in being in line with your passion, you can actually grow and bring alignment such that you can grow in your job. Because if you're doing something you're not passionate about, you don't care about that thing too much. You actually feel that it's hindered. Some people even say they hate their jobs. How can you want to be better in a space where you hate? But when you're in a space where you are passionate about, you are going to be very intentional to grow. And that is going to bring both personal development and professional development. No great leader who brought transformation in our civilization who were not passionate about what they were doing. Think about every transformation that we have seen in our civilization over time. From the great industrial revolution to the technological revolution, every time those things were done by people who were passionate and they were willing to sacrifice, they were willing to do whatever it takes to bring those realizations or to bring those ideas to life. Why? Because they were passionate. So it is through passion that you can create monumental progress and bring advancement to yourself, to your organization, to your business, to your workplace, to your family, and to the world at large. So let me leave it at that. Let's go. If you've not found your passion, let's find your passion. And if you already have, let's keep on building on it and Let's always show up for our lives. I hope this helps. See you on the next one.